Good morning. It's Wednesday, June 26, 2024. This is your Georgia WeatherNet morning update. Radar checks clear over land at 6:21 this morning, but the atmosphere continues to charge up as we move through the day today and into tomorrow, which we'll talk about. That's going to increase our rain chance, but very hot and very humid. Temperatures as we get started this morning, we have some mid-60s in North Georgia. The urban heat island effect in Atlanta, popping their temperature up to 77. And then that's the way it looks down in South Georgia with those upper 70s. 81 already along the coastline in Savannah and Brunswick. And we take a look at the dew point. That gives us an idea of how much humidity, moisture is in the atmosphere. Not all that bad in especially northwest Georgia, showing 59 over in Carrollton. So when we get started there, it's fairly cool and nice out in the morning. But then in South Georgia, that is stifling, oppressive moisture in the atmosphere with those upper 70s on the dew point. So that's going to help fuel a few thunderstorms today and also make it very hot and very humid. As a matter of fact, we do have a heat advisory in effect for coastal Georgia from Savannah all the way down to St. Mary's and then around the Valdosta area as well, the heat advisory with those heat index values reaching around 115 today. So that's what it's going to feel like. That's how your body's going to react to the heat and humidity. You just need to keep that in mind. And even if you're not in the orange area, it's still going to be extremely hot and humid, and again, those dangerous heat index values for today. So stay hydrated, stay cool, stay indoors if you possibly can. So take a look at our severe weather outlook. We're in the shade of green. That's just a general thunderstorm, but I just wanted to show you the level 1 out in Alabama and then parts of Alabama with level 2 stretching into Mississippi. So those are those strong to severe thunderstorms that will pretty much fade out before reaching us. But then tomorrow, things start to pick back up again in the afternoon and evening hours. So a level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk for tomorrow now. This is for Savannah and then pretty much all of Effingham County, part of Screven County there in southeast Georgia. So let's take a look at the weather model as we move through the day today. Again, things are going to be pretty quiet this morning as we head into the late morning hours. Not a whole lot going on. Then this afternoon, maybe a few thunderstorms starting to pop up here and there. We see that along the Georgia coastline, parts of extreme southwest Georgia, and that atmosphere just starts to bubble up. This is like a pot of boiling water. We know it's going to boil. Can't tell you exactly where that first bubble is going to form, but we know it's going to form somewhere, and that's pretty much what the atmosphere is going to do today. So it's going to start boiling over later on this afternoon and into this evening. So our rain chance will be, in the 20 to 40% chance range or so in parts of South Georgia. Even a few thunderstorms around metro Atlanta later on this evening. And then we head into the overnight hours. Things start to get quiet again. There's that cluster of thunderstorms. It's all going to be part of that big system we talked about out in Mississippi and Alabama. And watch it as it moves toward the Georgia line. It just fades out. Even though we have a lot of humidity, still the atmosphere is not quite right, especially after the sun goes down here in Georgia, and that's why things get pretty quiet through the overnight hours. But then starting out tomorrow morning, we could see a couple of showers pop up here and there. Let me back up a couple frames there. We have a red L, low pressure. That's relatively low pressure. It's not like a big storm system brewing or anything. It just happens to be a little spot over South Carolina that the pressure is just a little bit lower than the surrounding areas. But that will help get a little bit more air starting to lift and increase our rain chance as we move through the day on Thursday. So there you go. Showers starting to move in to the northwest corner of the state by mid-morning tomorrow. And then by tomorrow afternoon, that atmosphere just starts to explode again with those thunderstorms popping up. And we see a pretty good cluster there over I-75 by the middle of the day tomorrow. And then just across the state of Georgia, we have a rain chance there and some thunderstorms. I think by tomorrow evening, most of us will see rain in some form or another, at least nearby. A few of us will not be lucky and we won't see the rain, but this rain chance is going to be quite a bit better tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening than we've seen for the last week. So let's hope so. We need the rain all throughout the state of Georgia, and maybe this will give us a little bit of a drink that we need as we move through the day tomorrow. So keep an eye on that. Again, our severe weather risk mainly going to be down towards Savannah and coastal Georgia and then rolling into South Carolina, but we'll keep an eye on any strong to severe thunderstorms right here at the Georgia Weather Net. That's the latest from the Georgia Weather Net. Now your local forecast from northwest Georgia to southeast Georgia.